Hey, it's Justin Eckrich again, and today's website review and analysis, we're traveling to my hometown of Dallas, Fort Worth, and whenever I typed in Dallas Appliance Repair, this is actually the number one website for Dallas Appliance Repair. So we're going to give these guys a free website review and analysis here. We're going to break down what's working and what's not. We can break. We're going to go through just a list of some different things that they could do to improve their website. Just a list of some different things that they could do to improve conversions. And when you improve conversions, obviously it creates more leads. Creating more leads creates more revenue. And just a few simple changes here could really dramatically change your business. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing that I noticed here is that what we're looking at right now, this screenshot, this is what they call above the fold. If you don't scroll at all, the amount of the website that you see that is visible is called above the fold. The reason they call it above the fold is if you'll think back to back in the day whenever they had newspaper stands, and I mean they still do, it's just not nearly as popular, but back whenever they actually had newspaper sales on the side of the road, it was really, really important for that main story to capture the attention of the passersby. And so if you owned a newsstand and you were selling newspapers, if that front story that was above the fold didn't grab their attention, your newspaper wasn't going to get sold. So the newspapers figured out really, really early that above the fold was super important. So it's the same thing with your website. If the image or the feeling or the message that is above the fold does not grab their attention, then they're going to just pass right by your newsstand. So here's our above the fold analysis right here, okay? Number one, the background is really, really distracting. All right, it's a beautiful picture, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that paints a warm and fuzzy feeling. And there's a lot of us that would love to have a kitchen that looked like that. However, with the checkered background there, and actually it doesn't even scroll. So you've got a checkered background with this prominent kitchen, and you've got stripes going this way and stripes going that way, and you've got all this going on, and it's just really pulls your attention in so many different directions that if you don't engage with this visitor in about 3 seconds, you lose them. And so I would recommend going with a more just plain background. You can go with a darker color or a lighter color just depending on your site. But with a white background here, I would go with a black or a dark blue even. Probably would stick, if this is their logo, I would probably stick with that color blue as the background and just have it plain blue. You want all the focus to be on your content. You don't want your focus to be on the background, and you certainly don't want you don't want your visitors' attention to be divided between the two. Okay, that's a really quick way to lose their attention and to lose your traffic. Okay, the second thing that I notice here is that their navigation is really, really busy. All right, and none of it's really relevant to me. None of this really has any value. What it does, it draws my attention to it because it's black, and so that block right there really stands out, and it grabs my attention to it, but it doesn't really engage me because none of those links are really very compelling. And so what I would recommend is I would recommend, and I know that this is a WordPress site, so I would recommend going into your menus, and I would put the washer repair under the refrigerator repair, dryer repair. I would put all these under the same link that would be called services, or you could call it we repair, and I would have a drop down menu. Okay, the less navigation the better. All right, because right now all that does, it's pulling, you've got every single one of these links are pulling me and my attention in a different direction. Okay, sitemap, that's not important. I would put that, if you're gonna if those links are absolutely necessary, I would put them down in the footer. Okay, put them in the very, very bottom of the footer where no one really sees them. Okay, sitemap, FAQ, part return policy, used appliances, buy appliance parts, all of those should go down in the bottom navigation. Okay, those are not important. Those do not help to convert your traffic into leads and your leads into customers. Okay, so put all those in your footer navigation instead of your header navigation. and then I would put all of these other types of services that you offer under one drop down menu that says services or we repair or appliances we repair or something like that. Okay, and then about us, that's fine. In-home service, I would, again, I would just call that home, because in-home service, we've been so accustomed to our homepage being called homepage, so I would just call that home. And then within WordPress, you can actually hide that so that it doesn't say home right there. All right. Now here's my next thing about above the fold. Above the fold is the most important real estate on your website, and so it's very important that you have your website organized in such a way that they don't have to scroll in order to be able to convert. If they have to scroll your whole website before they convert, then you need to do some rearranging. They should convert into a call or a lead or a new customer without having to scroll at all. And so my next big thing here is this picture. Okay, this picture is huge, and it takes up a lot of really valuable real estate. And so my recommendation would be to fill this in with content, and I'll get to that in just a second. What I think should really go right there. But the pictures, I would say very kindly, the picture's got to go. Okay. The other thing is that this is a really, really large logo right here. Again, this is the most valuable real estate that you have on your website. And so if we just look at, okay, so here's the header, there's the navigation. Now your space is even more limited. You've got this little bit of space right here, and you've got to pack in enough content and persuasive enough content to get that visitor to pick up the phone and call you. Okay, that logo unfortunately doesn't have a lot of persuasive power to it. Okay, so I would shrink down the logo, make it a lot smaller, and I would tuck it away somewhere up here in the header. Okay, the other thing is that these credentials right here are not nearly as powerful as some other credentials. Okay, if you're wanting to build trust right here, which is what I'm assuming, because just about every single company out there can take PayPal and Visa, MasterCard. That does not distinguish you from everybody else, okay? That doesn't make you any more professional. It doesn't make you any better quality of service, okay? So again, I don't even think this is really relevant anymore. Like back in the day when the internet first started, I mean, this would probably be relevant because a lot of people didn't know how to take money over the internet. But nowadays, this is just everybody can do that. So that's not very persuasive. I would definitely remove that because that's taking up valuable real estate again. The other thing, I want to just scroll down here. We've got the Home Advisor screened and approved logo. This is really important because one of the things that whenever a customer or a prospect lands on your page, they're looking for trust. Can they trust you? Are you safe to do business with? Is there a sense of security in doing business with you? And so when they have to scroll down to find this, you're taking a chance of them not ever finding it. And so what I would recommend is definitely bring this little logo here up to the front. And you can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it up here, you can put it anywhere up here, but definitely have it above the fold, okay? Then the other thing is that you've got all of these appliance repair logos, or appliance logos. And the great thing about these appliance logos is that it adds credibility to your business. Your customer is going to associate this brand and the brand's reputation with your company. And so again, I would pull all of these logos and I would definitely make them smaller. I would shrink them down quite a bit, and I would make that part of my headline. Or part of my header. I would put that right below the navigation or even above the navigation. But I think all of those logos in a really professional and really clean layout would be best served definitely above the fold, but even like closer to the navigation. Okay. The other thing is that it says right here what our customers say. Please read our reviews. Click the seal to the right. Now you're asking this visitor, you're asking a lot of them. Okay, they shouldn't have to search your site. They shouldn't have to read every word. They shouldn't have to click on any links. Period. They should be able to see those testimonials as soon as they land on the page. And so my recommendation would be replace this big picture that adds zero value. I mean, I'm just trying to be nice here, but this picture adds zero value to the conversion process. At no point does someone see that picture and say, you know what, I'm going to call these guys. This picture just really doesn't do a lot in terms of persuading them that you're the right company for them. So what I would do instead is use this real estate more wisely, and a testimonial can go a long way. When they see someone else that's done business with you and that has had a positive experience with you and that was willing to actually share that with the public, that says a lot. So what I would do is go over here, do the work for your visitors. Don't make them do the work, okay? Go gather those testimonials. Put them in a text format or a picture format and replace this big clunky photo with your testimonials. If you have pictures or faces that you could put with the testimonial, it makes it even more real, even more relatable, even more personable. So that's always a plus. And then the other thing is that I would say the headline. Let's go back to the headline right here. The headline is really going to be the first thing that they read, okay? Because this is going to tell them, really, this is just like, again, just like a newspaper, okay? Your headline really is the story before the story. And if your headline does not engage them enough to get them to keep reading, then you've lost them. So the headline is probably the most important single piece of your website for the first step in the conversion. This is always the first step in your conversion. And so what I would recommend right here for your headline, make it about them, not about you. Okay? When they read this, it's all actually focused around you. It says you've been in business serving the Dallas area since 1993. That is a statement that is business centric. That is company focused. It's not customer focused. And so what does that mean? This is the question you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself whenever you write your headline is, what does that mean for the customer? What's in it for them? So what I would say is, rather than making the headline about you, make it about them and tell them, that tell them what they're going to get out of it. Why should they do business with you? What is the benefit? You always want your headlines to be really benefit rich. And so in this case, another quick just marketing tip is that the three things that a customer is always looking for is speed, convenience, and security. Okay, so what I would say is instead of putting the headline there about you, I would say same day service, same day service, or speedy same day service since 1993 or something like that. That would be even better. Okay, speedy same day service since 1993. Okay, or something to that effect. And then the other thing down here, what's really, really important, one of the other most critical pieces to getting your website traffic to convert is a really strong offer. Okay, you've got to give them a reason to pick up the phone and call you. If you don't give them a reason to pick up the phone and call you, they won't. And so after digging around, I finally found, here's your offer kind of buried down at the bottom, really, hoping that they won't see it. It's very inconspicuous. It says 10% discount when you mention this site. Okay. Well, if your offer is not bold enough and strong enough, and you're not confident enough in your offer to make it, prominent and stick out and even put it in your headline, I would say you really need a new offer. Okay, instead of a 10% discount, make it a 20% discount. Make it a 15% discount. Make it something that make your offer so strong and so bold that it almost causes a little bit of discomfort. Because if you're not uncomfortable with the offer, then it's probably not powerful enough for them to pick up the phone and call you. So I would say, $25 off same day service when you call now. Okay, and that way you can put the call to action in your headline too. Speedy same day service plus $25 off when you call now. That would be a great, compelling headline. Okay, but again, don't bury your offer. Put your offer out there, and if you're not willing to put your offer out there, if it's not persuasive enough or you're not confident enough in your offer, then you probably need to make a better offer. Okay. The other thing is that in these bullets, it says reasons to choose North Dallas Appliance Repair. Okay. Honesty and integrity. If you have to tell me that you're honest, then it makes me wonder if you're really honest. Okay. So instead of saying honesty and integrity, we stand behind our repairs. If you really stand behind your repairs, you should be willing to put some sort of guarantee behind it. Okay, so right here, instead of focusing on we stand behind our repairs, which is a little bit vague, I would say be bold. If you really stand behind your repairs, put a guarantee on it. Put a warranty right there. Make it about them and not you again, okay? The other thing, what our customers say, please read our reviews. Again, you're asking the website visitor to do way too much. So I would just get rid of that bullet right there. Over 40 years of combined experience. What does that mean to the customer, though? Because, again, 40 years experience is about you. It's not about them. So to me, 40 years experience would really be that sense of safety, that sense of security, that sense of trust. And so, I would make it, again, really benefit focused and really customer focused instead of company focused. Same thing again right here, local family owned and operated since 1993. Unfortunately, that's still about your company. It's not about the customer. Okay, so how is this going to benefit them? What is in it for them? What do they get out of the fact that you've been in business since 1993? Okay. Same day service in most cases, that's great. I definitely think that should be a bullet, and I think that you should probably even maybe put it number one. And then 10% discount, again, I would go with a stronger offer and make it bold. Put it out there. I would not try to bury it. I would not try to hide behind it. I would definitely, if it's not strong enough for you to put right out front, then you need to change your offer. The other thing, reasons why. Okay, this is reasons to choose. Okay, the customer, when they land here, these are some of the things they want. They want speed, they want convenience, they want a sense of security or safety, knowing that it's a good idea to do business with you, knowing that it's safe to do business with you. One idea right there would be maybe that all of your employees are drug screened and they have background checks so that they can feel safe again about doing business with you or letting somebody into their home. And make the bullet say you can feel safe again. And then after that, put, we run background checks and drug screens on all our employees or something like that. The other thing right here, reasons to choose you, okay? A guarantee, that would be a great reason to choose you. A warranty right here, that would be a great reason to choose you. Same day service, that's a great reason to choose you. Convenience, we're conveniently located in your neighborhood for better and faster service. That's a reason to choose you, and it's all about them, not you. Proof. Proof would be, instead of saying we have been in business since 1993, we have more than 10,000 repairs. We've serviced more than 10,000 appliances since 1993. Okay, that gives them a reason to, feel safe with doing business with you. All right. And then some of the other things is, along with the Home Advisor, I'm just wondering if you guys are with the Better Business Bureau. If you are, I would definitely put that on there somewhere. And let's see, last but not least, I don't know. I think that's actually pretty good for right now. The other thing would be a strong call to, oh yeah, that's the last thing. The last thing is a strong call to action. Right here above the fold, when they land right here, I do see the phone number, but I don't see a strong call to action. So what I would do, again, in the headline, speedy same day service plus $25 off when you call now. And then go ahead, you could even put the phone number in the headline. That way it's completely benefit focused. You get $25 off, so you put the offer in the headline, speedy same day service, plus your call to action and the phone number. I would put that all right there in the headline. Okay, so anyway, that's just a quick review. There's a lot of other things that we could work on. There's a lot of other things that I don't have time to get into right now, but just, I don't know how many minutes, maybe we've been on this, 10 minutes, but just in 10 minutes, those are some immediate changes that you can make that would revolutionize your business, your cash flow, and seriously, I mean, you could literally double your business just by making those changes. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found this information useful, and I'll talk to you next week with our next website review and analysis. Thanks. Bye.